what's a security? So the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is the government organization that is set up to control us. If we're going to raise money from people, people are going to give us money with the intention of us making the investments on their behalf and finding ways to make profit to pay them, and we're making all the decisions. That's a security. You understand that? That's when the SEC says, hey, if you're gonna do this, you need to be filed with us. You need to have a private placement memorandum. You need to tell us what you're gonna be doing, how much, and where. So, because you're gonna raise money, you need to be filed as somebody who raises money. What's the difference between that and a partnership? A partnership usually is, let's say, two people. Okay, smiling. She's smiling. She's very pretty, by the way, I can just show us. It's a partnership. So usually the partnership is one person has money, the other person has experience. So they're gonna come together, they write, usually, hopefully, they have the common sense to write an agreement in writing about this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put so much money, you're gonna do the experience, and we're gonna both make the decisions together. Are you with me? Key thing is they're gonna make the decisions together, unless this is just a loan. But this is a partnership. That means they have equity in the deal. She says, I'm gonna buy this property, I'm gonna fix it up, so I'm gonna need you to give me so much to buy it. I'm gonna use my credit, but you're gonna give me the money for the rehab, I'm gonna do the rehab, and when we sell it, we're gonna split the money this way, that way. What ends up happening is in these type of transaction, a year later or some time passes, the person with experience now has money, the person with money now has experience, and they can no longer stand each other. Relationship becomes a problem, ends up in lawsuits. You don't believe me? Watch on TV how many situations where people have a fight in front of a judge, Judge Judy and all this, involving money and some type of agreement didn't go very well. In real estate, it's very common. But it can work. Not a bad idea. Actually, you should maybe partner with a contractor in the beginning, right? Not a bad idea. But it's not a way to grow big. Why? Because if you grow bigger and you can do joint ventures, which is usually one entity with another entity, or a bunch of people with a bunch of people, or you with a bunch of people, what ends up happening is if everybody's gonna make the decision together, so you're not a security, you're just a partnership on a larger scale. Have you ever tried to make a decision as a group? It's possible. Imagine we all bought one building in Miami. And I come to tell you, hey guys, what do you think if we painted pink? And Adam says, no, I think light green is so much better. Look at this picture. And then Jana says, no, I don't like, I want it red. I want it to stand out. The whole street doesn't have one red building. And then Steve says, no, red gives me the creeps. That's not what I want. I want it black. I want a totally black building. It's gonna be so dramatic. There is actually what's called an inverse relationship between how many people are gonna decide and how many decisions are being made. So it becomes a problem. By the way, some people tell me, what about if we create a small joint venture or partnership between three people? How about that, Cherif? Well, the problem in human relations, anybody working in a group will know that if you have Sam, Joe, and let's say Susie, and there are three, usually two will team up against one. That's just how it is. Two will get more along together against one. So, and not only that, it could be problems. Like let's say Joe is what is called the third party instigator. That's in human relations. What's this third party instigator? Sam tells Joe, hey, listen, Joe, can you tell Susie I want to meet with her later? But he's an instigator. He likes to create problems. He has low morale. So he tells Susie, oh, you're in trouble. Sam wants to see you at 3 o'clock. She better be ready for whatever crap he's gonna give you. So now Susie comes in to meet with Sam, already apprehensive. It's like, what's the problem? Sam says, what problem? Well, I understand you want to see me. Well, I wanted to talk to you about this thing. No. You were upset at me for something. Next thing you know, the whole thing is falling apart because there is a third-party instigator. As it is in business, it is in life. Let's say husband and wife, but the mother-in-law is in the middle, right? This just happens. She gives her husband a ride to the airport because he's going to travel, because he's a traveling salesman. She goes home to her mom. Hi, I just gave my husband a ride to the airport. What? Your husband just flew again? If he really loves you, he'll be home. You'll be making babies, not him traveling and trying to make money. Money is not everything. Next thing you know, when she comes to pick him up from the flight, she's fighting with him. Because the mother means well, but she's the third party instigator. So if that happens in your life and somebody starts fighting and you don't know what's happening, ask him, did somebody tell you something? Listen to the sequence of questions. Did somebody tell you something? What did they say? And who is it? Don't ask by saying, who is telling you some stuff? Because the brain is going to block that. No, I'm not going to tell you. Was something said? What was said? So you notice, hopefully from experience, partnership, joint ventures could be problematic.